Hello, we are at the bookshelf today. It has been ransacked. I apologize. I'm filming with my front camera because I don't know if you know this, but if you film with your back camera, it like zooms in a lot. So for this angle, I must use front, and I'm actively trying not to look here at me. I'm trying to look at you. And also Paislee is behind you. Unfortunately, she cannot be shown because my room is a mess, hence the new corner. Today's video is going to be a physical TBR, and I'm hoping these are like my spring summer reads that I will get through. That's the goal. What we will achieve is probably different. So some of these I've had like on TBRs. Paislee thinks I'm talking to her. Let's see, let me show her. Paislee, am I talking to you? No, I am not talking to you. Anyways, yes, some of these books I've had for forever, and they've been on winter, fall, spring TBRs that I've written for myself, and I've never read them. So I'm hoping if I film it, it will make me more accountable. So this first one is one I've had for a while. I got it last summer. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I've kind of been on my dystopian grind, so I think it's a good time to like go back to the source, you know, and read this one. And we'll try it out. I have had this book for so long, I just need to read it. So this next book that I really want to read this spring/summer is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. And it is about this one is about Shakespeare, like his son and his wife, who are not often talked about. It's usually just about the man, the myth, the legend himself. So I'm looking forward to reading this because it was very highly reviewed a couple years ago and it won the Women's Prize. So want to read that. This next book is The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. I bought this back in February at a small bookstore, and I'm really excited to read it because I loved Underground Railroad. Wasn't a huge fan of Harlem Shakedown, whatever it was called. Not Harlem Shake. Funny story, I actually did the Harlem Shake for a drama project in high school. So the internet has not really given us that much in our lives to enrich us. It has mostly hurt us. This next one is kind of the bane of my existence. I have put The Secret History on a must-read list since like last summer when I picked this up at a used book sale. I also have it on audiobook, so the fact that I haven't read this book is just me being stupid. I'm a little scared of it because it is very heavy as a book, and it's like 550 pages, which isn't that much, but the font is small, and there's something about this I'm kind of scared that I'm not going to be able to get through it. Like, it's just going to kind of be a slog because it's been so loved by the book community. I'm just kind of scared that if I don't like it, it's kind of going to ruin it for me. But I do have the audiobook, so I'm going to try and listen to the audiobook and read this maybe at the same time so I can get through it a bit faster. But I really want to love this book. I really hope I do. I just have to read it for that to happen, I guess. The next book is one that I have DNF'd before, and that is Stephen King's Dark Tower, and this is the first book, The Gunslinger. If you look up here, I have other copies of the series. I have the third book, and I have the fourth book up there that you can't see, and I picked up the second book at another used book sale. So I DNF'd this 120 pages in. Girl, the font is so small. I probably read like 100 words and I was like, yeah, I'm done. So I need to give this another chance because I think I went into this thinking that it was going to make sense, and it literally doesn't. So now that I have that context, I'm hoping I'll like it a bit more. I would love to love this series because some people who love it really seem to enjoy themselves. So I want to be like them. I want to have fun. I want to kiki haha, talk about the order that you should read the books in. That seems fun, like gatekeeping and stuff. Haven't been gatekeeping enough, so really need to pick that back up because I've been girl bossing and I have been gaslighting, but the gatekeeping is just kind of like too low for my liking. So yeah, want to read that book. This next book I picked up based on having listened to Natalie Haynes Stands Up for the Classics. I listened to that audiobook podcast, and this is her most recent release, Stone Blind. I'm excited for it because she talked a little bit about the Medusa story in Natalie Haynes Stands Up for the Classics, so I'm looking forward to like a more in-depth view of it. I also think the story of Medusa is really interesting, especially with how it's been portrayed in other forms of media. So I'm interested to get more of like, you know, a critical perspective on the story. And I read 1,000 Ships. I didn't like super love it, but I think I've gotten more into Greek mythology now, so I will enjoy this a bit more. This next book I have had for a while. I got last year, and it is The Lying Life of Adults by Elena Ferrante. I haven't read a new Elena Ferrante in a while. I've kind of been like piecemealing them for myself because she doesn't publish that often, so I don't want to run out of books. I've read the Neapolitan series. I've read the story of the Lost Daughter, I think. The one that got turned into a movie, like the little short book. Read that. So I still have 2 more books of hers that I have to read, and I would like to get around to this because it's been long enough now. But I just kind of like love anything she writes, so I'm really hoping I'm gonna like this. I think I'm gonna do like a beach kind of moment with this so that I can be on the beach just having fun, but also reading one of the greatest authors of our time. Isn't that fun? Don't we all love reading the greatest authors of our time? Paislee doesn't because she can't read, but she'll come around. Okay, so this is our second to last book, and it is Truth of the Divine by Lindsay Ellis. I got this book for Christmas 2021. So I've had this book for a long time. It's also been a long time since I read the first one, so I think I'm gonna have to do a little like plot summary moment to get me back up to speed. But I think I've been putting this off because I'm always very intimidated by sci-fi books. So I wanna just hop back in and get into it because I've been reading a lot of fantasy and I need to get out of it. So maybe sci-fi is the closest thing I can jump to, and maybe that will make my brain work a bit better. This last one I have actually already started, and I probably should get the slipcover, but I'm not going to. And that is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I'm really enjoying this so far, but I've been taking my time with it. I kind of want to just power through it today. I'm thinking it's a beautiful day. I don't have any plans. Me and Paislee can go sit outside and read a book. She's excited because I use my doggy voice. Yes, so I don't have any plans today. I'm thinking I'm just going to pour myself a lovely Aperol Spritz, go sit in the backyard with Paislee, read my book. It's going to be a great day. I'm very excited. But that is it. So we've got a good amount of books that I have assigned of my assigned reading that I've done for myself, but summer is usually a pretty reading heavy time for me, so hopefully that continues. Some of these are not summery in any way or springy. A lot of them are books that I have had to read for a long time and I've been putting off. So yeah, I'm hoping I get through this. Maybe in like 6 months I will react to this video and let you know how many of these books I've read and how many I have just put off for another year. Because I could do that. I have the bookshelf space. I donated books. Look, it's empty. Nothing here. I need more books. So I gotta read these, donate them, and then get more books. That's just how the economy works. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments and give it a like and subscribe. Let me know what you're planning on reading this spring, summer in the comments down below. If you've got your physical TBR. If you have a book buying problem and just like to purchase books to make your heart happy, tell me about it and we will together get through this illness. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great rest of your day. If it's sunny where you are, get outside, read a book with your dog named Paislee with an Aperol Spritz in your hand. And that's an assignment. So if you don't have a dog named Paislee, you can't take mine. You can just adopt a dog. Adopt a dog. Go adopt a dog. Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Bye.